I had no idea about that. I just forgot my whole rotation because I just wanted to hold down my rasp. Didn't even dot. Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to a new stream. Sound levels all over the place today. Okie dokie. I hope you've all been having a good week. Whatever you've been getting up to. We are almost at the weekend. Today, I thought we could spend some time in WoW. I've kind of neglected WoW, honestly, for the last couple of weeks. And I know there's the 0.7 patch coming next week. I think it's on the 16th. Yeah, so 17th for EU. And there are a couple of things that would be good to either finish or have made significant progress on before that time comes. So I've compiled a little to-do list of some achievements and some little like farming bits that we can try and work on today. It's stuff that, to be fair, we have worked on in the past, but like I say, I've just kind of eased off a little bit because, you know, you lose your momentum throughout a tier, or I do at least in WoW. You know, life gets in the way or other priorities. You just start to lose a little bit of interest because I can't just play this game day in, day out. At least I haven't found a way that's consistent for me yet in my what would it be? 15 years of playing. But we have a couple of achievements pinned on the side here. That's Ulm Folks, which we only have one achievement left for. The Ultimate Predator, which will tick off yelling into the Void Storm. And Void Response Team. So we're starting in Void Storm. I don't need to do this really anymore, but I will. We need 2 rares from Voidstorm. Rakshaw and not Bone Grinder, Arundi. Rakshaw the Bone Grinder and Arundi. They are the 2 purple skulls left on my map. And every time I've flown past them, they've not been up. So I think what we're going to have to start with is checking out if the rares are up. If they're not, we'll do a little lap around the zone and try and do as many rares that spawn as possible, like this one. This one has a fair bit of health, but I think we can do it on our own. Should be okay. Ideally, we don't pull lots of unnecessary things, though. It's not too bad now. End of season. Like, the damage from the rare elites isn't too much of a problem. When he's enraged, he is. I have trees that can take aggro every 30 seconds or so. The reason we're clearing the map of rares when we find them is just because my understanding is they share a spawn timer or a rotation. So if there isn't one that you need, you go and find one that you don't need and you kill it so that it moves to the next one in the rotation. Tends to work. Unless it's a spawn that you have to do something specific for, which I don't think you have to do for this. I've just never seen this one up. Weird. There isn't like a note on the map, as far as I'm aware. Nope. Can try the other one. The other one overlaps with a world quest, and I've never figured out if when the world quest is up, the rare can't spawn. I don't see why that would be a thing, because these world quests are up more often than they're not, I would say. So I think I'm just getting really unlucky. And I see that it is once again not up. So let's try and find a rare that is up. I do wonder if the rare elites and the rares are the same or not. Hi Nikki, happy Thursday. How are you doing today? Oh, I'm probably not gonna mess with the ones at the Void. Oh, this isn't the Stormarian Assault. This looks so similar to the Stormarian Assault, but it's not. There's Night Brood. Okay. It's a good start. If we don't manage to get either of the two rares that we need in a good amount of time, we'll just move on to the next achievement and maybe come back to this one later. At least the other achievements are a bit more predetermined, if you know what I mean. Like, we can actually do things and guarantee that we'll get progress, like the Chronicles and the Void Response team. The Void Response team will just have to kind of run back-to-back Void Assaults in Eversong Woods. The reason it's on my to-do list this week is just because the rotation means that the Void Strikes and Incursions are in Eversong Woods this week, so we should do it while we have them up. I'm good, how are you? I'm doing okay, thank you. I'm doing okay. Just trying to tick off some little last minute things in WoW so that I feel like when the 0.7 patch happens, even though it's 0.7, so it's not a major content update, I just feel a bit more like 0.5 is behind me, you know? There'll be some things that I haven't finished, like I don't think we'll get to the end of the Void, the ritual sites. We are halfway, but... Oh, what just happened? Did I just get TP'd? That was so weird. Anyway.
This area is compromised.
I was gonna say, Bilemaw's one of the rares that's up super often. I don't really know why. I might wowhead the two that I need and see if I'm missing something. Okay, I'm gonna fly back and check the closest one. So we've done, I think, 3 rares now. And then if he's not there, I will do some research. Still nothing. I'm curious if it's got something to do with these neutral mobs. We can look it up. Hi Bowman. How's it going? This one is Arundi, I'm pretty sure. Wait, am I wrong? No. Arundi. spawned for me as a neutral but attackable mob just walking on the path. For anyone wondering, was not in war mode. Okay, so this person seems to say that this mob patrols. Spawns in the southeast corner, that's this one. Spawn time was 17 minutes. I don't really want to like sit and wait. Ideally, but 17 minutes isn't super long. Going pretty okay, tired as hell, can't wait for vacation soon. Aw. Do you know what? I'm very tired. I keep saying that every stream, so I apologize if I'm like a broken record, but I don't really know why I'm so tired, if I'm honest. Like, I have to wake up at 6:30 for work, but that's not really an issue. And I go to bed at a reasonable time, given I wake up at 6:30. Maybe I don't go to a reasonable enough time, you know? I'm usually in bed at 9:30. That doesn't mean I sleep. I usually sleep at about 10. I guess I'm like using my brain a lot at the moment, which is very tiring. I suppose there are on days where I stream as well, that's then 2 to 3 hours of yap, which to someone like me can be quite tiring. Also, vacation, that's exciting. I can't remember if you mentioned that before. Vacation. Are you doing anything nice? I've just booked some holiday dates myself. Only 2 though. But it's going to give me 2 shorter weeks and 1 long weekend because I booked a Friday and a Monday. So that will be nice. And it's right around payday. Oh, I thought the ram mob was up. I just got so excited for a second. Oh, dear. Okay. Maybe we'll try and have a little lap around the south. There's quite a lot of rares bunched up in the south. Not doing something? 4 weeks off work. Oh wow, that's amazing. I thought you were going to say like a 1 week. 4 weeks is crazy. Oh, how nice. That's going to be so nice. I hope you get lots and lots of rest. Tired. I'm always tired. Doesn't matter if I can sleep 12 hours or 3. Oof. I mean, yeah. What's 10 to 6? That's 8 hours, isn't it? 7 or 8? Maybe even 9? No, I think it's 9 hours. 8 hours, sorry. It's meant to be the recommended amount, but here we are. Spice, thank you so much for the 3-month resub. Welcome back. I appreciate your support. How are you doing? That alert sound was very loud for me. I hope it wasn't too loud for you guys. Turn that down a little bit. And Loff on a 15 stream streak. He broke it. Loft broke his stream streak on 69. Oh, there's lumber here. Say less. We should do 12 to 1 a.m. to 6:15. Oh, see, that wouldn't work for me, I fear. That's a surefire way for me to be a zombie. But then, to be honest, some nights I feel like a zombie and I have what most people would deem a very good sleeping pattern. I think as I'm getting older, I'm only 28, but as I'm getting older, I think I'm less good at the early mornings, which isn't ideal. Because if I stay in full-time employment my whole life, I've got 35 more years of waking up early in the morning. I lost my 40 streak last stream. Oh no. So, is a stream streak something that just viewers have to worry about? Do I have to do something other than stream frequently enough? Is it because I don't stream often enough that we're breaking streaks? Or is it just that people aren't able to catch one stream and then it breaks? If it's my fault, I'm sorry. I was just talking to Luff about potentially needing to stream a little bit less. Bruh. I think we just have to come by. I missed the last stream, that's why? Okay. Okay. Could have watched the VOD to keep it going, but lazy bones. Yeah, well, to be fair, I don't help myself in that regard because I make my VODs even more accessible on YouTube than I do on Twitch because I download my VODs as soon as I'm done streaming and then edit out the intro, the breaks, and the outro. And then upload it like that. But that doesn't help anyone with their Twitch stream streak. This bloody rare is still not here. Too busy with work. I get that, Bowman. I get that. You guys don't have to have a stream streak here. I appreciate when you do. It's very kind.
Those beasts could use a good taming. Then you can use
I've lost this rare now. It's over here.
What is that odor? Go see what that's about.
Nope. Okay, I'm gonna find a safe spot on this large skeleton. And I'm gonna look up Rakshaw the Bone Grinder. Why is my microphone so far away today? What's going on? Rakshaw the Bone Grinder. Anything special going on here? Arrived to find his corpse. Took 23 minutes to respawn. You do not need to collect the void tainted remains. Okay. Can't find this guy. Even tried to come back several times. I looted a few void tainted remains, which turned my PvP marker on for 5 minutes. Oh. I mean, I can try it. I know someone just said you don't have to, but I don't even know what void tainted remains are. Like a PvP thing by the looks of it. Oh, let's try this. Watch me get instantly ganked. Oh yeah, it does flag you for PvP. Just gonna stealth if you don't mind. Well, he didn't spawn for me like the Wowhead commenter said. Too bad. Breaking 40 was criminal. Gives you something to work back towards, woman. I'll be here. Are the blue skull icons on your minimap? Oh, thank you, Nikki. I did not realize that. Interesting. What do you do with them? Remains of something or someone. Okay, you just give them to an NPC. Demonos Dark Trance in Master's Perch. Master's Perch. I don't even know what that is. Slayer's Rise? Oh yeah, look. Okay. PvP vendor or something. Fascinating. On my way. To be fair, I wouldn't ever, you know, um, I wouldn't, Makora someone because I have no faith in myself that I would win. So at least you know I wouldn't be cocky. I'm going to stay firmly in flight form because I do believe that Spice would actually make a special trip to come and kill me. Don't even know if we're on, like, the right servers for that to even work, but not taking chances. In fact, I'm going to leave the PvP area and I'm going to check on my other rare. And I think if this one isn't with us, then we move on to a different objective. I've got a list for us to do. What do you mean? I hardly ever PvP. Yeah, stream sniping is cringe, but at least if you did it once, it would be funny. Right. It's not happening. We're going to Harandar. That's an achievement I can actually make progress on. We can't finish it today, I don't believe, but we can make progress. We are going to do the Chronicler of the Haranir. Had I been playing the game more lately, I could have had this done like weeks ago. Alas, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is actually 1, 2, 3. We need 3 more weeks, ideally, because we've got 2 relics for one. Wait, what am I saying? 2 chronicles for one, 2 for another, and 1 for the last one. But you can only do 1 relic a week. That's my understanding.
I can teach or learn.
Right.
Words?
You can technically go down the list and count the relics. So Laments is this one. Echoes is this one. Seeker's Trail is this one. Words of Abayo is this one. So Tending the Lands is this one. Ways of the Roots and Awiona. So I think we need Alnhara's Bloom. To be fair, it doesn't really matter which one we do, but we can do this. I finished that achievement recently, actually. Nice.
Until we are
You get anything nice for it? I think you get a title. Yeah, Chronicler of the Haranir. Kind of nice. I think I've got the Fungal title right now from Shadowlands. That one's always been a favorite of mine. Okay. This is one of those achievements that I regret not paying more attention to at the time because it's so easy. It's just a time-gated thing with it being a weekly quest. I have this issue sometimes with these. Not like super clear what you have to do. Learn about Alnhara's gift. Well, I used the Vision Stone. Sometimes you just have to, like, wander. To stand in the stillness where her presence once stirred, go and listen with more than ears. Maybe I was in flight form and I messed it out. I want the Myth Dream Rift title, but impossible. Did I realize there was an a title from that? Is it a feat of strength? Cutting edge? Hello? What title are you talking about? Why are we not able to do anything today? What is going on? I think what I did last time, I can't remember if I abandoned the quest and came back, or if I just left the zone and or the area and came back. Oh. Maybe that's why. I need to walk back to the road, maybe? Okay. Bloom story deepens. Now there is an ad about to begin for any unsubbed viewers. I apologize. I didn't give more warning. I just missed it. Walk its path, let the stillness speak anew. Let's try this again. I've had bugs with this before. And I did fix it, I just don't remember how.
I listen.
Or
Remember.
we could also just pick an entirely different relic. Oh, I can't. I've already... Okay. Alnhara's Bloom it is. I'm sorry, Casimir. Meditate at the Ancient Vision Stone. Right. I'm not going to be in flight form, because that might be a bug. Meditate. There we go.
They listened and waited in the quiet places where memory.
Dream Eater title? Oh. Dream Eater? Mythic Chimera. Oh. I do have it. I thought it was... I would have shown under the cutting edge thing. Oh, that is kind of nice. Is that really shady of me when you said that for me to make it my title? I didn't even know that was a thing. Dream Eater. Oh, oops, sorry. I dropped my CE.
Sang in harmony with her.
So clumsy. Dream Eater.
Some creatures became consumed with gluttony in order to fill the
No
void
shade?
created from her departure.
Okay. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I had no clue. Also, I'm not seeing
Some creatures forgot her song and listened only to
the
sound
chronicles.
that
I'm feeling worried. Because if I've...
followed. The stones
I've
were
already
echoed
done it.
from, but this one was different.
What?
Within it, the song
I thought
stirred
they
yearning to
were in
sing
order.
tune.
This is Seeker's Trail. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Oh. We may as well do it, because I can't go back and pick another one.
Followed not a path, but an echo of feeling.
Okay. From now on, I'm consulting the Wowhead article or the comments because I can't be trusted. And I've just wasted a reset for this achievement.
Sad in silence,
Silly, silly me.
we heard her song.
When I didn't see them on my minimap, I thought
We
something's amiss
found her
here.
song. She
But hey, it was
was
nice and
not,
fast.
but something left behind did.
And then do we get an extra decor piece? We do get 1,000 rep, which I can't say no to, because rep farming is on my to-do list today.
But something of her remained, blooming in the silence for
Oh
those
dear.
who remembered. I can teach
Yeah,
all
I can't pick another one right now. Oh well, just gonna tick that off the list and move on. Tell you one thing I haven't done for the longest time, possibly even since like the first week of Midnight or whenever I hit max level. The Argentina. I opened my homebound to check what decor I was missing from Midnight because I thought I've done so much, I surely can't miss that much decor. Pretty much all of it is from the Argentina, the little quest lines that you do. And this week I have the Fragrance of the Dunes, so we can get the ornamental Proudmoore anchor.
Today is a good day to fight. Every day.
And I'm curious if we'll get both of these. Oh, you choose one. I mean, I think the banner's kind of nicer than the anchor, but would I actually use the banner? I don't think I would. Anyway, this is Nisha from BFA. I miss the smell of the desert. It's the fragrance of freedom in a wild land. I would love to refresh that scent memory. While you're there, grab something from the caravans. This place could use some nomad personality. Maybe hop over to Shatterstone Harbor to get something for the big guy. The big guy being Cyrus from Borealis, I think. Maybe an anchor? That would be perfect. Imagine watching him lug that around. So we're just
Knows our worth.
collecting some stuff. These quests don't usually take very long. Handful of sand. Now that I've moved my camera, I could probably do with moving some of my other UI things. Oh, and I can't save it. Fabulous. Oh, it's saved anyway. Combine handfuls of sand with an empty pouch to fill a sack of fragrant sand. Okay. Oh, I already have the sack. My bad. Oh. That's it. Okay. Told you it didn't take long. Choose your reward. I'm going to take the anchor.
We took on those enemies, and our victory
And then I'm
is
assuming...
hard-won.
Oh, you get the little Borealis music. That's cute. Yeah, you can then buy the other one that you didn't choose. I wonder why it played the music. I have music turned off in game. Kind of nice though. I mean, making me buy the other one feels a bit rude if I'm honest, but I'll do it. Whatever. Take my money. This one's nice. So is this one.
Can we agree that both sides hit a patch of bad sea? We were misguided.
Oh, they're having a big old chat. I wasn't listening. Right, we can take off the Argentina. Oof. I had a blood test yesterday, and I mean, the nurse was great. One of those super experienced people where, you know, they say sharp scratch before the needle goes in your arm, but it actually isn't even that bad. I've had people in the past where it's like, oh, ouch. But I am bruising up, which is something I do quite often when I have a blood test. It's kind of sore. So maybe she wasn't as good as I thought.
Make use of our coffers. May the Eternals.
It's another thing on my to-do list. I still haven't brought my priest over to disenchant all that stuff. That would get her a long way in enchanting.
We have slept long enough.
We can do the community engagement as well. Haven't picked up my weeklies.
With perseverance and strength.
Oh, I just did this. Have a brew. Oh, that's what I have to do.
All that I worked for. Gone.
I'm curious. Are you guys playing WoW at the moment to any capacity? Maybe outside of like, well, raiding included. That is still playing WoW. What was I about to do? Oh, yeah. I think the next portion of the stream is going to be dedicated to a fair amount of void strikes or void assaults, whatever they call them. What is it? Void umbral assault. And then the big one is the incursion. But some of them are called strikes. I don't really get it. We need to work on the Void Response Team achievement, which requires us to do Void Eradicator Eversong. So we need how many more? I think 27 more Void Strikes. Also, it keeps moving. 27 Void Strikes in Eversong Woods, which is a bit yikes, but it is what it is. And then, if possible, oh, Void Exterminator, or whatever it's called. Cosmic Exterminator. I might track this. We need to kill... I can't even see how many. 50? 100 void corrupted creatures, which are these guys. So we need to be tagging as many of these as possible before they despawn. I think we might be able to get a fair whack of these done in this exact void strike, because there's not many people here, so it'd be good if I didn't die. The fewer people being here means there's not as many people running around tagging stuff. So pretty much everything that's dying is one of the mobs I'm fighting. Yeah, we're already halfway. I'm gonna try not to kill the elite ones because I'm sure they give more progress towards this stage of the event. I don't really want progress right now, I just want achievement. I think we're gonna get so close to finishing the achievement and this section is gonna be finished. That's gonna be so annoying. Because not every Void Strike has this phase where there's void beasts around. 66, 76%. Someone's killing the elite over there. I was tracking the achievement and I still can't see it because I've got this open. There we go, that's better. 70 out of 100. Yeah, it's not looking good. Oh, the ones I tagged didn't despawn. Neither did that little outlier. No! They were all so close to dying. I spoke way too soon. Oh dear. Well, we made progress on the Void Exterminator anyway. The incursion is 42%, so we've got a fair bit to do before that unlocks. I don't think Void Remnants count, but I'm going to check. Oh, there is a Lynx that's corrupted. Never mind. Strange. And it's so hard to stick to one class in this game, it's rough. Thought it was going to be Rat Paladin, but girl, makes my wrist hurt so bad, I need to be careful with that. Been in a brace because of this kind of thing before. Oh really? You button mashing that rotation. Yeah, that's rough, you gotta be careful. I guess that lends itself more to melee. But that's coming from someone that doesn't really button mash in any role. I'm just not a button masher, if that's what you're referring to. I just feel like when you're melee, it's easier to button mash. You don't have cast times. Maybe it's just me. Like my fast classes, yeah. Does your wrist hurt when you spend all your time spinning as a Mistweaver? Do you still find a way to button mash one button? I mean, I'm kind of pressing my keys repeatedly as a caster as I speak, but I'm doing it softly, which I feel like makes it not button mashing. It does mean I'm telling the game to press Wrath probably about 8 more times than I feasibly actually can with the GCD, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I do press it pretty fast. Right, it's crazy fast. It's just not good for my health. Maybe a caster is a good spec for you, or a good role for you. For the sake of your health, anyway. Do you use a MMO mouse as well with the buttons on the side of it? I don't know if that would be better or worse. Maybe worse, honestly. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I use a combination of both, so... Mistweaver's great, I love it. Just can't stand raid healing. It's not enjoyable to me, so I'm going to try and find a class for next season I can raid with. Good shout. Honestly, I don't mind raid healing, but Mythic Prog at the moment is like proving difficult because I'm healing on us on this specific fight and it's just very intense. Which is kind of nice for the challenge, but I have to be in the mood and the energy and the headspace. And that has not been the case the last week or so. We actually didn't raid yesterday. We raid Wednesdays and Sundays, but that did not happen yesterday due to some absences. Excuse me. We got the Void Smasher achievement. So that ticks off the 5 strikes we need. But we still need 20 more. So show me the next strike. I don't. My right wrist is worse as I played Levius 24/7, so I don't think I could do an MMO mouse. I tried balance and it was fun, but something fell off. I also want a class I can PvP with too. Oh yeah. I feel like balance isn't typically a go-to choice for PvP. For understandable reasons. A lot of people fell out with Moonkin in Midnight when they changed the Eclipse gameplay. I kind of just didn't give myself the chance to reroll. I've just really enjoyed Moonkin for a long time now, and I guess I've resigned myself to, hey, the changes that come will come. They took away my ability to cast while moving in Starfall back in Shadowlands, and I just had to learn to live with that, so I'm going to learn to live with this one too. Oh. Cosmic Exterminator. We're going to do it. Grab them all. Seven more. Don't even know if mana worms count. Yeah, you're definitely not the only one that said that Moonkins felt a bit off. Oh, League. I was gonna say when I saw League of Years, I was like, is that a game I've not heard of? I assumed you meant League of Legends, but I wasn't gonna put words in your mouth. No, Loth is the same. Loth doesn't have an MMO mouse, and he is playing League as we speak, funnily enough. That's another achievement. Cosmic Exterminator. Eclipse is fine, it just feels like a buff I have to keep up and not much more interesting outside of that. It feels very Shadow Word Pain almost. Like a dot? Or has Shadow Word Pain changed? I haven't really played Shadow that much. I do know what you mean.
But you have bought the lamb time to heal.
Thank you. Oh, I see what you mean, Spice. Yeah. In that sense, it is the same as just a dot. You just have to press it, period. Ideally, you have it all the time. They've made it so that that's technically not possible. Yeah. Do you have any idea what you might try next that might have some better longevity for you to play in raiding and such? I kind of regret not doing this stuff when it first came out, when I would have had other people around to help more. There's like 2 other people I've spotted so far. 1, 2. Oh, there's 4 of us. That's not bad. I just try and gather as much stuff as possible. Hopefully they chip in. And I run away because I'm squishy. I'm leveling a Demon Hunter right now. Not sure how long this will last, but it's going okay. This will be the 7th character I've got to level 96 pack from level 1 though, so I'm not insanely excited about it. Ooh, I don't think I would have recommended Demon Hunter to you if you struggle with wrist pain. Loft calls Demon Hunter the fidget spinner spec or class. What? Oh, okay, Havoc specifically is the fidget spinner spec. But then, to be honest, I would kind of argue that Demon Hunter are so mobile that to me it would all be a fidget spinner, maybe apart from the tank. But they're mobile too. was hoping I could use the button thing that lets hold down one button to autocast. Like the one button rotation. Maybe with the clicking and holding ideology, you should be an evoker. How does that sound? That doesn't sound too intensive on the wrists. But I've not played evoker ever, like properly. I leveled one. And then I said, oh, this isn't for me. On the shelf you go. On the alt collecting shelf you go. I'm sure you'll find something that works. There are times where I think, oh, it's actually really inconvenient that I'm a Moonkin. But luckily, I would say, for the most part, it's actually the opposite. Where I have little moments where I go, gosh, I'm lucky I'm a druid right now. Maybe not specifically Moonkin. I'm very rarely grateful that I'm a Moonkin. Stuff like this can be quite draining as a Moonkin, because apart from being able to gather stuff at range with dots and having my dots be instant cast, having to like constantly apply 2 dots is really long. That's like a massive first world problem. But like the flight form is always nice. Curbing in flight form is nice. You can lumber in flight form. Lots of quality of life to being a druid. Also, another ad is about to roll for unsubbed viewers. Just giving you a heads up. We'll be here. Farming the assault. A hold casting option for classes that let you spam one ability. Leveled in Org this X-Pack. It's okay, I just hate it doesn't show what you're doing on the damage meters. Don't know if I'm doing good or bad. Fair enough. Also, maybe I have no idea what you're talking about. The holding a button. Is that just a feature I've never looked into? I believe you, that's not what I'm saying. It's just something I've never actually used. Search hold casting and options. I need to do that now. Press and hold casting. Allows the player to press and hold. That is so useful. Whoa, is this about to change my life? Hang on. I think I'm doing it wrong. Hang on. Hold cast. Oh. I did tick it. Hold a keyboard hotkey to continually cast a spell without having to repeatedly press it. This only supports keyboard hotkeys. Clicking a spell with the mouse will still cast the spell a single time. Maybe it's because I did it in combat. I had no idea about that. I just forgot my whole rotation because I just wanted to hold down my rasp. Didn't even dot. That is so nice. Oh, I'm glad that's a thing. Thank you, Spice. You just like enlightened me. What, I can even like stack up my staff pools. Whoa. Does it work on my MMO mouse? It must do. Yeah, it does. It's more uncomfortable doing it on the mouse just because I'm like holding my thumb in, but would you look at that? New tech unlocked. I mean, I may as well keep it ticked. And just like use it when I want to. Okay. 18 more to go. Let's freaking go. Then we're actually done with the whole achievement though, which is pretty nice. Are 18 more assaults even feasible in one stream? Because I would like to go to bed at a reasonable hour today. Pretty sure it works for the one button rotation, but I'm not about that life. Fair enough. I bet that would make the what would I even call them? Like, I want to call them incels, but do you know what I mean? Just the ragers in the community that like to be pissed off about everything. I bet the fact that clicking and holding is a thing would make them annoyed. The fact that you can click and hold with a single button rotation is like probably sending them over the edge. I should look through more of the options in this game because I feel like they've probably added a bunch of stuff that I am just completely unaware of. Mouse over casting is the only other big one that was added around the same time. You don't have to create them at mouse over macro every time now. Oh, did you just at mouse over? Wonder who that is. Sure, they're a great guy. Yes. Do I actually have mouse over ticked? Mouse over. See, I don't, and I think the reason is I lose my cursor, and sometimes, especially as a healer, I'm nervous that I'll be like healing someone and then I won't be paying attention to where my cursor is, and I'm just trying to do like a little bit of damage like I'm a holy priest and all my healing's done, so I'm just like putting a dot on something and my cursor's like scrolled over this mob over here and I don't realize, and then I dot and then I pull an extra pack. I've been like terrified of that for a long time. That's probably why I don't have it ticked, because I still be making little simple macros for the time being. Also, let's just take a little break and do some rares when they pop up, because 0 out of 8 zone rare mounts, rare zone mounts. Still nothing. I always hold right click when I DPS so my cursor can't drift away from my frames, otherwise I'd lose it. It's actually why I have a rainbow cursor. Not just for Pride Month. Although even this, like, I have to literally wiggle my mouse like this sometimes mid-boss fight, because, you know, moving it like this when there's a bunch of other animations going on my monitor, I still can't find the cursor. So I just find myself doing this all of a sudden until I see a rainbow being drawn on my screen. I'm like, oh, there it is. There's probably more obvious settings. More obvious animation or display for the cursor. I just like how this one looks. Oh gosh, this one went fast. We're already at 70%. You just gave me an idea to make a trans flag one. Maybe we'll have to try and see if that exists. Oh, good shout, actually. The rainbow one is just like a pre-made thing. I don't know if you can edit. Should I try? Cursor Trail. I feel like maybe it's a different add-on. I have Cursor Trail, but maybe there's different ones where you can actually fully customize. I make it so that I get a star on my cursor when I'm in combat, which is kind of cute. I just wanted to make it even gayer for no reason, I think. That one was very fast. That's good. More of those, please.
Farewell, friend of the Grummles.
This void incursion is like not happening, period. Unless I missed one. Okie dokie. 16 more. I think we're with other people that have the same task on their to-do list. It's like, let's just finish this little like mini patch meta achievement. Get the mana worm, move on with our lives. Because the content itself is not all that engaging. I don't really think many people would be thrilled at the concept of just fly around the zone to versions of the same world event and just kill mobs until the progress bar is full and then move on to the next one. But what do I know? If I'd just taken some time to do like 5 a day, I could have been done in 2 weeks. Yet here I am, brute forcing it all in basically one evening. I could also get to the world event in AFK, but that feels horrible. I don't like that. It is boring and mundane and repetitive, but I've never really been a fan of just arrive and assume other people will do the heavy lifting for me. This one is taking a hot second. We might be on our own. Well, there's a little group of people here. Maybe I'll just stick with them. It's probably faster to do it this way. Recruits aided. Oh. Okay. For a second I was worried that just killing mobs doesn't count, but I think it does. You need to kill the ones that are actually near the NPCs. I think I understand. I've just been killing for the sake of the game. Which is why it's not progressing very quickly. So I'm not helping anyone. No one's affected over here. These guys are fine. These guys are not fine. They show up on the minimap actually, I think. There we go, that was good timing. I bring them to you. It works. No, it doesn't. I got 0 progress. Rally the trainees. I'm trying, gal. I'm trying. There's no trainees to rally. Also, them giving 2% each is cruel. Almost there. Oh, she's already saved. I think I have to sound just like one of those really bratty WoW players. With how the game and the player base is nowadays, stuff like this, you either have to make it so that there's like constant rotation of NPCs that need your help so you can progress faster, or they just take the NPCs out of the equation and allow you to make progress by just killing mobs. Because there's so many mobs here that are getting killed and no progress is actually being made. And comparatively to some of the other assaults that happen in the same zone, this is very slow. So honestly, what might be a shout is next time this one comes out, we just skip out, come back when it's rotated around to the next location. You need help. Can I heal you? I wonder if this works. Oh my god, it did. She wasn't actually being attacked. I just regrowthed her and she got up. Oh my god. %75% on the incursion. Gonna fly back to Silvermoon quickly and hand in the assault quest, which gives us the Ranger's cache.
With perseverance, strength. Reach out our fault.
Nice.
Nelly deals for a friend.
Mal check. We have 62,000 mal. That's actually significantly more than I thought. The Void Incursion only went up by 1% after finishing the last strike. And we have 15 left for the achievement. If they go as slow as that last one, I don't think we're getting the achievement today. But we're making really good progress. So even if we don't finish it today, it gives us pretty much a guaranteed opportunity to get it done next time, whenever that is. Oh, look how fast this is. 33% already. Just gather everything and pop some cooldowns. And you're done. Timothy? Hmm? You watching the World Cup?
But you have brought the land coming to you.
Don't say it. It's South Africa versus. They're like Croatia. Oh, I literally read that earlier. Silly me. I have zero interest in watching the World Cup. I don't know if that makes me boring. No, it doesn't make me boring. It makes me not means I don't care about football, and that is fine. There just seems to be this sentiment sometimes, at least in the UK. People think that if you don't like football, you're doing it just to be different. It's like, no, there is such a thing as not liking football. I come from a family that loves football, like across the board. I don't really know of one person in my family that doesn't like it. And so me not liking it has always sort of been viewed as this, you're almost forcing yourself to be the black sheep, or you're trying to be different, you're trying to be contrarian. It's like, I just have an opinion and it's different from yours. I think it's okay. Also, the amount of people that say they like football and then only watch the World Cup tells me you don't actually like football. You're just invested in or influenced by other people. Because I feel like viewership for the World Cup or viewership for football in general, goes up exponentially when the World Cup comes around. And people just, I think, find the energy quite infectious. I have plenty of friends who don't habitually watch football or really support any team. But when England is playing in the World Cup, they'll be watching. And, you know, people get their football shirts on. People are going to the pub and watching the football on the TV with friends. Like, good for you, I guess. But I still have zero interest in doing that. Even if all of my friends are at the pub and I could just be with them, I would like being with them, but the overarching issue is we're sharing the venue with a bunch of people I would rather not associate with. And I have done it in the past, so I can corroborate. I was at a pub once for the World Cup. This was back when I was a teenager. Or like, I must have been old enough to drink. Maybe I was just going to uni. I was 18. My friends were at a pub with a outdoor like deck terrace thing, and they had some TVs outside for people to sit outside and watch TV and drink. And England was playing, so the whole place was rammed to begin with. There were no tables. They were all taken. So I'm on this terrace, and it's so packed that I'm wedged up against the railing on the edge of the terrace, which is already not fun to me. No personal space, even though it's my friends, I don't really care. England scored a goal. The way maybe 40% of the people on the terrace took their plastic cups of beer and threw them in the air, just completely showering everyone in beer, I instantly wanted to go home. So I'm like, right, that wasn't funny, A. No one gets off good from that. We're all soaked. And beer is like sticky as well when it dries. And it stinks. So I was just like fuming. I was at the World Cup just pissed. And not alcohol pissed, just angry pissed. And I thought to myself in that moment, yeah, I won't be doing this again in a hurry. And then another goal was scored, and someone took their own football that they just brought with them to the pub and threw it at the TV. As if in some kind of celebration. And I just thought, what weird behavior some people exhibit in these scenarios. Whether it's because they're so excited they can't contain themselves, whether it's partly showing off to other people, maybe it's just drunkenness, or a combination of all of it. Makes no difference to me. Still not interested. Don't wish to associate. I'm gonna stay home with my dry clothes, with my no football on the TV all year round, my no rowdiness. I'm gonna enjoy the peace and quiet. Simple. This one's been going on for a while too. I was just yapping about hating football. Just came back. We're talking about football. I could do without that in my life. Don't worry, I'm closing that chapter. The whole time I was talking about football was me berating it. And just sharing some anecdotes of reasons as to why football is not an enjoyable thing for me to partake in as a spectator, even among friends. So I feel very seen by you, Spice. There we go. And then, oh, there's another whole phase to this. I think you have to kill the shade casters, or void callers, or all of the above. There we go. Is there a sport that you guys enjoy? Because honestly, off the top of my head, for me, not really. There's genuinely not a single sport that I enjoy enough that I could sit, carve out, you know, an hour, 2 hours to sit and watch from start to finish. I do enjoy tennis. I used to play tennis. I can find it exciting at times. But I don't think I'd really like to watch an entire match from start to finish. I kind of just like to see it as we get closer to the end. Where it's like tense. I also used to be I used to do gymnastics. I don't know if I could call myself a gymnast. And that's nice to watch during the Olympics and stuff. Just because it's so impressive to me what people are able to do. Same with stuff like figure skating, diving, anything kind of acrobatic, I'm always very impressed by. But still, I wouldn't sit and just watch that. I would watch some highlights and enjoy those, but yeah, just not a big sports person, and that's fine. Funnily enough, the only sporting event I've ever been to was esports. So, a testament to how much of a gamer I am, perhaps. It was for a game I don't even play as well. It was a League of Legends tournament. I had no idea what was going on most of the time. I don't know much about most of the characters. I forget what they're called. I don't call them heroes. I can't think of the word they use to refer to the characters in League. I don't know what abilities they have. The most I can make out in a League match is, you know, someone's health and when someone gets killed. The rest was just getting a vibe off of the crowd's reactions.
Your decisive actions here today.
Esports are great, but they lack estrogen. Tea. Yes, very tea. I mean, gaming, generally speaking, lacks a fair bit of estrogen. Depends which genres you look at, I suppose. Maybe I should have just been a live streamer this whole time.
The wilds of Eversong Forest are being influenced by unstable energy.
Oh, this one doesn't take super long.
Creatures, and help contain this corruption.
I'm over here helping someone do their prey. I'm not about that. I'm trying to get my own achievements. That one was nice. We are 11 away. Ooh. The incursion is almost cooked. I think this counts for one Oh no. I'm gonna hang around at the incursion, I think, and just keep my map open. In fact, maybe I'll take a break. You can't make me go back to Sunstrider Isle. That one was dreadful. Dream Eater Avela goes hard. Dream Eater Lyra. It does have a good ring. Dream Eater Avela is even better, honestly. I guess it's a personal achievement, therefore it's a personal title. Dream Eater. Earned by your warband. Oh. That doesn't seem very fair. My priest is certainly not a Dream Eater. I'll get it when I kill it in 2 years. Hell yeah. You'll kill it this season, I believe. I wholeheartedly believe.
I have many lucky doos you like. May your feet find good trails.
Right. Keep an eye on this map for me. I'm going to take a short break. I'll be back soon. Okay. I didn't miss the incursion. And luckily, the strike has even rotated. But if this is at 100%, I'm going to just stay here.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles. Like you.
Do we know if a void incursion counts as one? Or am I going to get like a little chunk? Because the void incursion is like multiple phases. I have a bad feeling it's only going to give me one. Forces gather.
Sinu Amanora.
Oh yeah, this is the thing where you have to just wait. It's kind of like the Stormarian Assault. Even though this stage is finished, it's still timed. What else was on my to-do list? I mean, rep farming, but as far as I got with that thought was we just do some wild quests. I need... Ooh, not much. Less than... I need 3/4 of a renown with Harati. And then 3 with Armani and 3 with Singularity. Not bad. I also have the Traveler's Log on my to-do list. And we are just over halfway. Just by playing the game. We've done 10 out of 25 quests. 19 out of 25 void assaults. Okay. Delves we're probably not doing this week. Bountiful Delves. Darkmoon Fair. Arena Skirmish. No. Could do the housing weekly. Will take 10 seconds. usually the easiest things to do if you need just like a little bit of extra help with your trading post, traveler's log. I just go and do old raids because there's always objectives to do bosses. 5 raid bosses, 20 raid bosses gets you 100. There's usually dungeon bosses too. Mythic Plus is a big one. I've already done my dungeon bosses. Yikes. Okay. This is one of those instances where being a Moonkin feels kind of redundant. You've just got these waves of mobs and everyone else is absolutely carrying the damage, and before you can even do anything, it's dead. So all I really have time to do is Moonfire, Sunfire. And then I'll get, you know, a Starfire cast and it will be almost finished and the mob is dead. And then you just rinse and repeat. So I kind of just dot until I've dotted enough things to build enough astral power, and then I press Starfall. That's about it, to be honest. I think the Void Strikes finish when an incursion is up, so you can't actually go and do more strikes while there's an incursion, which is a shame because it would honestly get the achievement done faster if I could just ignore the Void incursions entirely and just keep doing strikes while it's up. I think I might learn my lesson from this if we do another segment of a stream finishing this achievement. Is once an incursion is out, I might just pause on this activity until the incursion's done and then get back to Void Strikes, just because there isn't really a need for us to do this unless it ticks up the Void Eradicator achievement, which I really hope it does, because this takes a lot of doing. But it does Okay, void strikes or incursions. So I think doing the whole thing gets us 1. I don't know if that's justifiable. I think at that point we just go and do something else. And take the hit. Almost there. Yeah, do you see the amount of people that come to the incursion and then just go AFK? Jail, in my opinion. That is so jail. Where the hell are these fishes?
Appeared at the gates of Silvermoon. Aid the defense of our city.
I have many lucky doos.
Oh, they just had to respawn. Last stage, I think. Excuse me. Oh. Maybe it's this one and then Pertinax. Yeah. Used these last time. Fire a heavy bolt blessed with holy light. Impact can pierce incredibly powerful shields. So I'm not sure this actually does damage just on its own. I think it has to be used on the boss. Oh, it is on my damage meter. I honestly think doing regular DPS is actually stronger though. My goodness, he has so much HP. It's honestly kind of like a raid boss. It just goes down faster because there's an unlimited amount of people and we don't have mechanics to really deal with. There's a shield. That's what this is for. I got it. My ballista, back off. I mean, now I'm here. I'm just gonna keep firing. Yeah, we're not doing a ton of damage right now. Does about 7-8k per hit is what I'm seeing. But it is the only thing that takes the shield off, so. Oh, sadly the push and hold doesn't actually work in a vehicle, or not in this one anyway. We did it. This should get us 15 out of 25. Once Halderon is done yapping.
Thank you, Champion. The remnants of the void have been repelled for now.
Oh my god, it didn't even tick up. I wonder why. Okay, PSA, don't bother doing void incursions. We did not get credit. Even after looting the thing. Ah. Okay. Ooh, this one's where the elites are. I don't know about this one. What's the tea over here? Yeah, I don't love the prospect of doing this one. This one's going to be tough. The poor little 83 here. Pretty sure the mobs in this area don't scale up either. I almost got killed over here when I was leveling because I was 81 or 2 and they were all level 90. Can't even destroy things in my shapeshift form. That is so mean. Yeah. I'm good. I'm not hungry. I'm gonna leave them be with that one, I think. In fact, I'm gonna half. I'm gonna get as far away from that as I possibly can. Well, I mean, we managed to get a couple of achievements. What did we get? The Cosmic Exterminator. We made a lot of progress on the Void Eradicator for Eversong, which is the last thing we need for the Void Response team. Didn't actually manage to get either of the 2 rares from Voidstorm, and I failed the Chronicles of the Haranir. I'm gonna go back to Voidstorm just as like my last ditch effort. I'm just gonna beeline straight to where the first rare is and just see and cross my fingers. It just seems really odd that I've never even seen this one up. I've not even seen its corpse. I've just never seen it, period. But I guess if it's got a longer spawn timer than others, more people are going to be after it. According to comments, he does patrol. I don't see him. Still not up. Still no corpse, I don't think. What about Rackshaw?
Those beasts could use a good taming. Then you can use them in battle. What is that odor? Go see what that's about.
Flag me for PvP. Make any difference? I could try war mode, to be fair. But I did just use my Hearthstone. No, not happening. I'll tell you what, we can use the key to the Argentina. It's like a nice fast travel skip back to Silvermoon. Never mind. I would have said that today was quite fruitful, and then when I listed off all the things we managed to not do or do wrong, it makes it sound like a dreadful day, but progress is progress. The main thing for me is getting through the bulk of the Void Assault stuff, because I think if we just dedicate some time in another stream at some point, all we have to do is 9 more strikes, or I could also just bring myself to do some off stream. Then either, you know, I finish the achievement off stream and I just show you guys the mount, or I get it to a point where we could finish it on stream really quickly, and then we get the mount together. Shall we go? How are the endeavors looking? Oh, I think these just rolled around. Let's go to this house. Gee, what is the endeavor? Mechanomes. Ooh, Drakthir. I feel like I'd rather buy something Drakthir. Let's go to my beach house, my villa. I was so prepared to like do a full build of this and then put it on YouTube, and then I reached my exterior decor budget and it looks crap. So I don't want to post it because it's not finished. Like there's no windows. Just gonna turn around, honestly. At this point, I think I'm doing housing weeklies for Marl. Like I have no need to get the crests. Oh, I lost my window to do that quest. Okay. Endeavor Trader.
Only the finest goods.
What do you have? I've bought all this, most of this stuff before. What did I not buy? Auctioneer's plinth. A hammer, an anvil, and where? Wayne device? I don't know how you pronounce that. The fork is kind of tea. Maybe I'll just skip that. Thank you for the marl. Oh god, did I just get 1,000 marl? I did. Hey. Righty ho. That is all from me for today. Thank you guys for joining. It's been lovely to have you as always. I am back on Saturday at 4 p.m. British Summer Time, a little bit earlier. I hope to catch you all then, but for now, I wish you all a fabulous rest of your Thursday. Enjoy the remainder of your week, and I hope to catch you all again very soon. Bye.